Hi, welcome back to Hobby Life. This is part 6 of my Paranormasight playthrough. If you haven't seen the other parts yet, I'd recommend you go check them out. Otherwise, if you don't like commentary, you don't like voiceover, stuff like that, I'd recommend checking out maybe different channels like Commentary Let's Playthrough. Last time we played, what did we do again? Okay, we played Harue's storyline. We started her storyline a bit differently from everybody else's. Essentially, her story started right when she got her powers. We learned about the story behind essentially her son's kidnapping and then subsequent murder, I believe. And we also learned a bit about a serial killer, as well as we got some tidbits of just past events. I don't think we actually got too much information. Yeah, honestly, I can't remember everything off the top of my head. There has been a larger gap in play compared to like the last couple parts where I played them essentially like the day after each other. So let's just hop back into it and we'll just try to remember as much as we can, I guess. Alright, so I think I'm gonna go back to Tetsuo's. I do want to play in an order where all the timelines kind of match up so that we have a better idea of what's happening at which points. Yeah. So let's hop back into Tetsuo's part 2. Yeah, so it looks like this might be the part where we meet up with Shogo. Yes, this is right after we had the chat with I think his name was Yutaro Namigaki, and well, no, we didn't kick his ass, but like we outsmarted him and got curse his curse stone. Midori Chote Park. Okay, so it doesn't look like Shogo actually. Excuse me, sorry to bother you, but we have some questions for you. Okay, so this is a new character. What? Are you with the police? I haven't done anything. Don't worry. This isn't an interrogation or anything. We just want to talk. You're Hideki Araishi, right? The historian? We know who you are, so this won't take long. But since we saw you here, we'd just like to ask you a couple questions. Local history researcher Hideki Araishi. Let's see what we know about him. Part-time as a curator and a teacher at Komagara High School. Yeah, oh, okay, so he's another teacher, but I guess we haven't... Did we see him in one of the other parts? Oh, this is the guy. Recent publication on the rights of resurrection. Quintessential obsessive researcher. Or to make ends meet. Having a captive audience in his class. Lily is concerned that articles he contributed for purely for months have earned him a reputation as a researcher of the occult. Topic and the resulting volume of article requests he is receiving are undeniably tempting. Introduction to Bandai. Okay. Well, let's get it over with. I'm a busy man. Questioning people like this can put unnecessary stress on them depending on their position. This guy's pretty sharp. I'll have to play it safe and only push him when I see an opening. I actually have no idea. Like, I don't know why he would think that when I look at Ario. Boss, let's ask Hideki some questions. Hideki Araishi. He says he's a local historian. I'm no longer like sick anymore, so I don't have the extra push to have like a deeper voice. So I'm gonna try my best. But supposedly, he knows more about the rite of resurrection than anybody. The fact he's here at this time of night, it's plenty possible that he's a curse bearer. Now, Mr. Araishi, what were you doing here at this time of night? Doing research, of course. Day or night, information never sleeps. That's an admirable philosophy. You know, your research has been quite the talk around town. What was it they were saying? You discovered something about some book? let's be actually Rite of Resurrection. Did it say his book in here? I swear to God it did. A study of the unknown, introduction to Banda history. Let's check to see if any of these, like, just record of fates, probably. Yeah. All right. You found some kind of ritual in the record of fates. What? Don't tell me you want to know how to carry out the rite of resurrection too. To be perfectly honest, I'm tired of people asking me about it all the time. None of you even care about the local history. You just come crawling out of the woodwork when something interesting comes up. Looks like I hit a nerve. If you think you can force me to tell you because you're a policeman, you're sorely mistaken. Was the research you're doing just now also related to the rite of resurrection? Well, yes, that's right. What exactly were you looking for? I have no reason to tell you that. You wouldn't understand anyway. Okay, looks like he's not going to talk more about that. Are you doing all this research so you can use the rite of resurrection yourself? Huh. You're a policeman. Do you really think people can be brought back to life? Everyone I meet, pitiful. Huh. So you don't believe in the rite? Whether it's real or not has nothing to do with my research. Such things are better left to the occult freaks. Or, so I thought. Things changed. It's become necessary for me to pursue the rite. So now I pray that it is real. What changed? I'm sure you can imagine. The funds for my research. I receive a large amount of funding for seeking the rite of resurrection. And if I find it, I'll receive a sum so great that I'll never have to worry about money again. Ho ho. Then that means someone is sponsoring your research. Is that right? So what if they are? You have no idea how hard we work to secure funding for our research. I have no interest in teaching those children. Listen to me. I'll tell you one thing. Those experts you see writing provocative books or spouting nonsense on TV to try and get popular, all of them are just trying to get the money they need to do their research. With how popular the occult is, saying something even remotely spooky can lead to big money. What? But I bought your book! The pursuit of the unknown begins first and foremost with belief. I was so inspired by that bit. I do appreciate your patronage. Unfortunately, however, the occult is not my true interest. The fate of the unknown is to be destroyed by thorough research and deep consideration. No way, I can't believe it. You're surprisingly innocent. Then, what kind of research do you want to be doing? I'm sure it wouldn't interest you, but to put it simply, the focus of my research is how historical accounts transform into folklore over the years as they're passed down from generation to generation. What does that mean? Due to human bias, the account of any event is inevitably changed by the person communicating it. This is not necessarily done with ill intentions. It happens when someone tries to fill in the gaps in a story that lacks detail. Or when something's left out or abridged because of the story's length. Can you imagine if the only anime that was passed on was the abridged version of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Dragon Ball? Or when a story twists and shifts as it spreads through oral tradition. Even when two stories are told about the same event, differences in culture or environment affect how it's told, changing its content. Silly little things can turn into terribly mysterious legends. Yeah, it's like how the two different dubs of Dragon Ball have over 8,000 and over 9,000. That's nuts. My research is a study of how history, culture, and legend all influence each other. Huh, I see. Take the 7 mysteries of Honjo, for example. Why are some of the mysteries seemingly about nothing particularly interesting? You'd think stories wouldn't last a decade, let alone hundreds of years. So why? Perhaps putting it that way piques your interest? I admit, I'm curious. So that's what you've been researching all this. To me. So that's what you've been researching all this time. Makes sense. As I said, it doesn't matter to me whether the right exists or not. If people in the Edo period believed that what was written in the Record of Fates was real, that's all I'm interested in. But I have to be realistic. The research I'd like to do is, unfortunately, not very lucrative. That's why I need to take some risks. This Record of Fates, where did you get your hands on it? The storehouse of an old private residence in the city, just as the public was told. I'm unable to be more precise due to an agreement with my informant. Well, in that case, I think I might have a guess as to what it is you're looking for. Do I just say 7 mysteries? Do I want to tip my hand? I feel like if I say outright that that you're looking for curse bearers or curse stones, that's essentially like saying, yeah, I'm one too. Huh. I'm surprised you know that. There is indeed a theory that the 7 mysteries of Honjo began because of the rite of resurrection. Well, my theory. Unraveling the 7 mysteries may reveal the secret of the rite. I think quite a few people are looking into the mysteries for that reason. Midori Cho Park is connected to the story of the Taiko of Tsugaru, right? That's right. But that isn't the issue at hand. Okay, so I get to ask it multiple times then? Alright, let's see what happens. What? Damn it, if you know about that, then... Calm down. No need to get so defensive. Let's... I think we play it close to our chest. We both want information, right? Why don't we have a nice, friendly chat? Huh. You may say that, but I don't trust you. Perhaps you've already learned about curses. Perhaps you want to take my power away from me. So that he does have power. No, that's not true. I almost revealed my hand. I'll say nothing else. Sorry, I'll be taking my leave here. Hey, stop! He's so fast. Sorry, boss. He got away. I guess that's incomplete. I guess I have to try that one again, maybe? Okay, I'm gonna try that sequence again, but maybe slightly differently. Maybe I'll reveal my hand this time. Calm down, Nejima. We both want information, right? Why don't we have a nice, friendly chat? A curse stone! You are a curse bearer! A leaf? It is the evergreen beech, then? Yep. Will you show me yours? This is mine. The ever-burning lantern. Interesting. Okay, yeah, so we do have some more stuff to go off of. Hide curse details or reveal curse detail? Well, my curse detail was if they try to lie to me, they die. Or they try to mislead me. I'll tell you this for free. The evergreen beech comes from a man who was hanged for spreading false rumors. But the accusations against him were unfounded, and he died cursing those who deceived him. Ah, so that is the resentful memory held within the evergreen beech. The memories of the 7 mysteries are truly fascinating. If only I could collect them all. Do whatever you want, But you should know something. This curse stone of mine lets me curse anyone who tries to mislead me. What? But... So don't try and lie to me. I'll know. You, you would curse a citizen? And you call yourself an officer of the law? That all depends on you. I don't want to use it if I don't have to. What is it you want? The curse stones are dangerous. I'd like to confiscate yours. Excuse me? But my right. First, let me ask you one thing. You haven't used that curse, have you? No, of course I haven't, I swear. Alright, it's go time. I see. Good. Actually, this is such a good curse for a cop. No. Why don't you hand over that stone? Unless you'd rather try using it on me instead. Damn you. I won't give it to you. If I were to say that, what would happen? Would it be a crime? The police are aware of how dangerous the stones are. I could arrest you under Article 1, Section 2 of the Minor Offenses Act. Or you hand it over, and all you lose is your secret ability. Think of what would happen to all your research if you were arrested. Fine. You can have the stone. Here. Dang. He's pulling in those stones. Alright, let's see. Super cards. Kills by disembowelment. Disembowelment. Do we know anyone who got disemboweled? Trapped in the darkness of the curse echo? So he tried. He's tried to kill a couple people. He tried to kill the students. And he's tried to kill Shogo. But disembowelment. Maybe the people in the past that were killed by like... Well, that would be dismemberment, wouldn't it? Unless they just use the same terms. When Honjo was filled with samurai residences, the spies of the shogunate lived amongst the townspeople to keep an eye on things. The soba cart on South Warigasui served as one of their outposts. They would communicate to each other in code by turning the lantern on or off. Tonight at 4 a.m. meant that someone would be having the last soba of their life. Wow. And that their belly would be sliced open the next night. An unfortunate incident occurred in which a man attacked a woman in a bout of fury. He regretted it deeply, even declining to invoke the right to defend his honor, but the deed was done. Still, he could not accept it. His rage at having been used by his daimyo boiled over, turning into a grudge he would never forget. Nearby he saw a lantern quietly glowing in the night, and when the sixth bell rang, the man cut his own stomach open. Since then, the lantern could be seen alight before the soba cart had opened, and would flicker out suddenly even when there was no wind blowing. As this unsettling phenomenon continued, the rumors surrounding it grew, and soon all were convinced that it was the man who cut open his stomach visiting from the beyond. Good choice. I look forward to seeing how your research pans out. Oh, right. Would you tell us everything you know about what's been going on? If you help us out, we'll give you all the information we've gotten after we solve the case. What do you say? In that case, will you tell me all about all the resentful memories of the Seven Mysteries? I believe they are the key to the secret hidden in the Record of Fates. Sure, why not? I'll learn about them as I collect the curse stones. But thanks to you, we learned a lot from him. Okay, so is this when Shogo would usually find them? The only difference is Shogo has no reason to go around anymore. Uh, if he was killed at the park we were originally at. I wonder. The mysteries and right are all public information. He kept everything he knows about the other curse bearers and the source of the curse here hidden. I was hoping he'd at least give us a clue about how to beat these curses. Oh, I see. Then we should be more aggressive next time. Really make them spit it out. And by we, I mean you. I'm guessing he wants to save this curse. He wouldn't have told us anything, no matter what we asked. But now we know where he hangs out. We can always send someone for him if need be. Right, got it. I was surprised to hear that there are actually 9 of the 7 mysteries, though. Yeah, there's 2 extra curse bearers we have to find. We've confiscated 2, so there are 6 more. They could be anywhere in this town. We have to find them fast so they may start using the curses. No, I think we're already too late. Huh? I didn't tell you this, but there were some soul dregs in Namigaki's curse stone. Motherfucker. Really? Then he already killed someone with it? It's not much, so it probably wasn't a curse bearer. Shit. Well, we know who did it. We can make arrangements to take him into custody. We'll have Paranormal Affairs pick him up tomorrow. For now, we continue our search. Right. On to the next place. We just have to cross them off the list one by one. Oh, but... Boss? Hmm. Good to know we can use the Minor Offenses Act to arrest people with the curse stones. But why didn't we do that with Namigaki? If we could do that, there'd be no need for Paranormal Affairs. What grounds would a normal detective have to put him under arrest? Oh, right. Yeah, I suppose that's true. Alright, so we succeeded this time. But I guess we can't go to this one yet? So the only one we have is Harue's. I'm gonna save before we continue. Honestly, I guess there is not much point to actually saving often, because, like, we're just gonna go back to the story chart, probably. Harue Shigima, 3 a.m. Shigima Mansion. Back here again. I left Richter to continue looking for curse bearers, and came home alone. Will this really be enough to gather the soul dregs I need? What if nobody uses any more curses? I'll lose my chance to bring him back. The old Shigima mansion. We rebuilt it here after the Great Kanto earthquake. It's always stayed the same all these years. Even the war didn't touch it. Honestly, I never know if I'm getting the same voice as last time. I never liked it growing up. I always wanted to live somewhere more modern. Once a warrior clan with the mansion in Hojo, now a dynasty of police officials. It's one of the considerable repute. 1923, Chicken Mansion. It's at one time a bustling place where members of the social elite mingled. Head of the house was struck with a sudden melancholy. Huh. Okay. I can hear the wind rustling in the trees. Haha! Mockingbird number 5. Which one's this one? The Ostracizer. I really want to know if there's like actually hidden stuff. Okay, I guess I'll go in. I'm kind of scared. I feel like I shouldn't have gone in. Okay. That's interesting. We'll go here. We'll go back here, yeah. Let's leave the classroom. It seems like they're not coming after us. Let's hope they didn't see our faces. But Yako, what came over you all of a sudden? Sorry. Thanks for stopping me. It's like this uncontrollable rage suddenly welled up inside me. I wonder what's gotten into me. I can barely even remember what happened. I'm really sorry. I do think it's partly the curse's influence on you. We suddenly saw something shocking. Imagine I just like take the audio that I recorded last time and just, and just insert it in so that it's the same. Like if I played both clips over, like the voice would probably completely different. My heart's still pounding. I'm still a little surprised, he told me from Class A. She tends to stand out a lot. Gotcha. Well, she certainly does dress like a delinquent, though she barely shows up to school. But could Mr. Jinochi or Hitomi really be a curse bearer? I don't know, but we should be careful just in case. Yako, hmm? When I give the signal, run. Go straight for the entrance. Don't look back, no matter what. Huh? Why? Did something happen? Something happened, didn't it? What about you, Mio? I'll be fine. We'll meet up outside the school gates. If I'm not there in 10 minutes, go straight home, okay? Okay, go! Right! Alright, see if we can get through this part quickly. That sound effect, though, is like, maybe that sound effect is what kills. If that was also that dude... No, he didn't kill anyone, though. So that means it's not the same as the darkness one. Ha, ha. Hmm? What are you doing, miss? Eek. I can't remember his voice either. You shouldn't be here this late. Don't you know what time it is? Oh, Mr. Ashimiya. Well, if it isn't little Yako. Anyways, students ain't supposed to be out playing around at night. I know you're rough around the edges, but I didn't take you for one to act out like this. Well, it ain't lit, so it's alright. It's, an accessory. Okay, I'm gonna skip through the stuff I've already, like, read through. Okay, so I'm supposed to do something different here. Oh! What? I have the option of going home without checking this time? That seems kinda scummy. I don't want to leave Mio. But I think I have to do that. Wait. Oh, right. Mr. Janochi was actually looking for you inside the main building. Was that? He's here right now? What's he thinking? I don't know. He was in class 3B on the second floor just a bit ago. Well, I suppose that means I can't be locking up yet. Second floor, you said? I'll go take a peek. Be back in a jiff. My house is really close by. I'll be fine on my own, really. That's so. Yeah, the snack shop, right? Suppose you'll be fine then. Careful now, you hear? Stay on the big well-lit streets. If something happens, shout, "Fire!" Okay, you worry too much. Well, we wouldn't want to be losing any more students. Though I imagined you'd know that better than anyone. Yes, you're right. Sorry, I'm like doing like the laziest voicing today. Okay, so this is okay. So she stays here, but she just chills in front of gates. Mio's late. I've been waiting for 20 or 30 minutes, but there's no sign of her. Huh? There's someone coming down the road. That's... Oh no, a teacher. It's Mr. Araishi. He looks on edge. Wonder what he's doing. Wait, he's the one who discovered the rite of resurrection. It wouldn't be strange for him to be involved with the curses. I wonder if he has a curse stone. What do I do? But it's way past the 10 minutes Mia said she'd be here by. I managed to escape. I can't let that go to waste. I need to get out of here before anyone sees me. I really hope, like, there's a way to protect Mia. Because it seems like so far that like she's just dead in both scenarios. Yako's home. Ah, I'm home. Thank goodness. I don't think the walk has ever felt so long. Nobody will be able to use the curse once it's light outside. I need to look for Mia as soon as it's morning. But for now, I need some rest. Okay, now we're allowed to do this one. Wonder why that is. I guess something happens in this one that we need the info for. Okay. Tetsuo Tsutsumi, 4 a.m. Road. Aha, I see. Well, with this, we'll have visited every place connected to the Seven Mysteries. This is the last spot, huh? We've got nothing to show for it. Even though every last location looked suspect from top to bottom. Maybe we came at the wrong time. There might not have been any curse bearers around. Sounds like we need to do another round before morning comes then. Or maybe someone's been observing our movements. What? No way. It's just a thought. Either way, we should check out this last place. Let's hope we finally get a lead. Wait, are we gonna find Shogo's body here, or maybe we're the ones that kill Shogo? Oh, yep, Shogo's dead already. Okay. Whoa. What the hell is this? Is he dead? Damn it, we were too late. Is this a curse too? Hang on, I'm gonna call this in. I'll leave it to you. I'm gonna take a look around. Okay, so Shogo gets off pretty early then. Which means, yeah, like it's not long after Yoko gets sent away that he dies. Boss, bad news. What is it? Another mysterious death was reported in the area just now. The medical unit and forensics team are on their way, but it'll be a while before they arrive. Ah, that is bad news. So they got someone else. You think this is the work of a curse bearer? With suspicious deaths popping up one after another, we have to assume it is. Shit. Guess we'll be stuck waiting around for a while. I guess I can't talk to, Erio? Oh, huh? Boss! That phone is ringing. Wait, this phone? Ah, whatever, I'm not gonna save. Well, we better go check it out. You're right. Be careful, it could be a curse. Hey, I said we. You expect me to go alone? You're the one who's tough against this stuff. Don't worry, boss. You can do it. Go on now. Damn it. Hello? Kinshibori Park phone booth. Evening, Detective Tsutsumi. How are things looking out there? Who is this? I finally got him. The real deal. Detective Tetsuo Tsutsumi himself. Ah, wait. That's Chief Inspector Tsutsumi now, isn't it? You've come a long way since we last met. I asked you to identify yourself. Man, have you forgotten already? After all the time we spent together? What a time that was. As I recall, I gave you quite the runaround. Wait, is this... Fumichika Nejima? What? Did you say Fumichika Nejima? Like the one from the Nejima murders? Ding ding ding! You got it! I had a feeling that the great Chief Tsutsumi would remember me. I spent 20 long years in a cell thanks to you. That shit was not easy. You should be thanking me. Should have given you plenty of time to think and atone for your sins. That it did. I've repented. My conscience is clean as a whistle. Bullshit. 20 years in prison doesn't even begin to make up for the shit you did. I don't know about that. After all, the justice system was gracious enough to grant me parole. What? If this is the real Fumichika Nejima, he must still have a grudge against me for arresting him. So is this payback? Damn it! What is your goal? Now, you gotta understand. I've repented, seen the light. I've been a good boy since I was granted parole. I even got myself a job. I've been real serious about walking the right path. Well, that's very nice. Keep it up. But it was no good. When the opportunity arose, it was impossible to hold myself back. I knew I had to give you a little token of thanks or I'd never truly be able to have a fresh start. You get what I'm saying? No thanks. I don't need anything. No need to do all that for me. Just try to live a quiet life. Oh, it's no hassle. No hassle at all. It'd be all too easy to just kill you, to tear you apart. But that wouldn't be very satisfying. Certainly not after 20 fucking years of waiting. That's a long time to nurture a grudge. You fucking bet it is. I let it gnaw at me, grow inside of me. I thought of nothing else. All that time, I played a model prisoner, endured the harassment those asshole guards threw at me. And I did it all for you, Tsutsumi. So please, just accept my deepest and most sincere feelings. Sorry, but I'm afraid I don't feel the same way about you. Shut the fuck up. That attitude of yours is why I'm saving you for last. How did you know where I am? That's my favorite part. The sound of confusion in your voice. It's to die for. This is delicious. I can't get enough. I'm not telling you shit. Have fun racking your tiny little brain, Fred. What are you planning? Whatever it is, bring it on. I'm not running away. I just told you I'm not coming for you yet. Pay attention when people talk, shithead. You see, this time I want to see you on your knees, weeping in despair, begging me for mercy. Whoa, oh no, I'm so sorry, dear Nejima. Please forgive me, I won't do it again. Shut the fuck up. That's exactly why I've always hated you so fucking much. Yet it was worth a shot. Did you really think that would sate me, asshole? You must be crazy. Well then, we're both crazy. We got so much in common, we should be friends. Enjoy cracking your jokes while you still can. I'm gonna kill everyone you care about, one by one, till there's no one left. Sorry to disappoint, but I'm a lone wolf. I don't have anyone like that in my life. Boss, what about me? Or wait, are you just trying to protect me? There's not a single person you care about? I wonder what your sweet daughter would think if she were to hear that. Don't you fucking dare, I'm warning you. Oh, very nice. This is more like it. She's living all on her own now, isn't she? Attending university and all? Such a good girl. Oh my. Don't tell me that she just happens to live in Honjo. What? She does? No, forget it. This isn't funny, asshole. I'm gonna find you and make you pay. I love it. Keep going. I want to hear you lose your mind. It's music to my ears. Fuck you. Okay, let's see. I look forward to chopping up your precious daughter. It'll be just like old times. I won't let that happen. Let's see what, guess he's gonna keep repeating that. I guess I could give you a little hint. Go on. Well, you see, I have the one-sided read. Tsumi, you have the Evergreen Beach, no? Nejima, you're a curse bearer? You're using the power of the curse? Indeed, and what a peculiar curse it is. But that's where my hints end. God damn it. The curse echo couldn't have fallen into worse hands. Ah, one more thing we should discuss. In fact, it's the most important thing. I thought you were finally gonna shut up. I'm already sick of you, so I'll pass. Oh, but you don't want to miss this. It's the main course. I could just go after your daughter, but something tells me you'd get bored. No, I'm good. You got me real fired up. You're in my head. Well done. This is a gift tailor-made for you. I'm gonna kill all the people you swore to protect. Every last person living here. You couldn't. Oh, but with this curse of mine, I can. I'll give you until dusk. By then, I could probably get a couple hundred people or so. And it'll all be your fault. Oh, it must be so hard to know they'll all die because of you. So tragic. It must be tearing you apart. Don't fuck with me. There's no way an amateur like you could pull off a curse that strong. Unfortunately for you, I absolutely can. My curse stone is a particularly strong one, which means I can have my fun without needing to hold back one bit. It's almost like the Feast of Shadows was cast just for me. You're surprisingly well informed about this. Who was it that tipped you off? Who knows? Then how about I kill myself first and ruin all your fun? What about that, asshole? Idiot. You think I'd call it off just because you were dead? There's no running away for you. I'll find you. I won't let you get away with this, Nejima. You've got 12 hours. You really think your paltry little organization will be able to make a dent in my plans? Oh, the sacrifices made will be heavy. I can't wait to see you sobbing with regret. And I'll even have enough soul dregs to pull off the rite of resurrection. How splendid. Wait, Nejima. We're after the... Anyway, see you around. Bye-bye now. Yeah, I don't know if I'm like 100% content with his voice, but whatever. It's done. I've set it in stone. Boss! Ario, did you catch all that? Nejima, what is he planning? Who knows? For now, we need to find him and get him into custody. Send word to HQ. But the fact that the 7 mysteries are wrapped up in this is gonna make things tricky. You mean with Nejima being a curse bearer? Just our luck, really. Couldn't have been a worse guy. Sounds like his curse will be able to kill a lot of people at once. I'd like to avoid getting our investigators caught in the crossfire. We used them to find out where he is, but then we're going in alone. We should try to collect as many curse stones as we can before then. Let's hurry. Aye aye, boss. Roll title credits? I swear to God. Later. It was reported that a total of 3 suspicious deaths were discovered that night. Nejima's threats, along with the curses, were kept secret from the general public. However, the Honjo serial killings still made international headlines following the death of police officer Hajime Yoshimi. At Tatsumi's request, a large-scale investigation was launched into Fumichika Nejima's whereabouts. Tatsumi and Ario themselves spent the rest of the night looking for curse bearers in the area, but their search ended in vain. And with that, their curtain closed on that cursed night. 12 hours to sunset. Okay, maybe we have 12 hours of like daytime investigation? Okay, yeah, I think we do. Oh, sick. Okay, that's so much better. I thought we would have to like do everything in one night. But the fact that we have multiple days to investigate, that's pretty hype. I kind of want to do this one because we haven't seen them in a while. And I kind of want to know what happens to Mio. It looks like she's alive though, so yeah, let's go ahead into this. Yako Sakazaki, 8 a.m. Oh, okay, hold on. Yeah, maybe we're not supposed to trust the janitor. Maybe because we sent the janitor upstairs to look for the teacher. Um, he didn't know about Mio, and that's why Mio didn't die. So the janitor shouldn't be trusted. Unless the janitor interrupting the teacher is what prevented the teacher from killing Mio. There's too many. I get. I could probably go on with like theories like that for too long. Oh, good morning, Yako. Huh? Yako, rise and shine. Huh? You're up. Huh? It's morning? Are you okay? Can you remember your name? Duh, Yes, I'm Yako Sakazaki. Good. Seems like you're fully awake. Oh, Mio, thanks for last night. Was everything okay? Yep, still alive. I couldn't dispel the curse echo or learn the identity of who used it, but I managed to at least get away. But in that situation, it's the best you can hope for. I'm sorry I got you involved in something so dangerous. I meant to look for you as soon as the sun rose, but I was just so sleepy. I can't even remember when I fell asleep. It's okay. It's only natural to be exhausted after what you went through. Besides, I also feel bad that you've been wrapped up in all this. It's supposed to be my job to prevent that from happening. Oh yeah, you said something about that last night. Just who are you exactly, Mio? Oh, the truth is, I've been trained in things having to do with the supernatural. Huh? You mean you can learn that kind of stuff like you would with flower arranging? I had quite the eventful childhood. Huh. Sounds like it must have been tough. Yes, it would take a long time to explain, so let's leave it at that for now. As fate would have it, I've ended up as the apprentice, or maybe more like assistant, to a notable paranormal expert. Schools have always had more paranormal disturbances because young people tend to be more susceptible to these things. I'm sent to schools that may experience something paranormal and put a stop to it before it happens. Wow, that's amazing. Sounds like a part-time job you do while also being a student? Oh, so it's like a part-time job? Well, I do help maintain public order, but it's all part of my training, so I don't get any money. Oh, you've got it rough then. But still, that really is amazing. You're so cool when you faced off against the evil spirit. I never know if I should be happy when you compliment me like that. But anyways, that's why it's up to me to resolve any paranormal issues at the school, and why I'm going to look into the cause of all this. But for now, let's head to school. Yeah. Oh, do you have your curse stone? Now that it's daytime and its power is diminished, I should be able to hold on to it. Want to give it a try? Right. I do have it, but... Yako? Is it really so wrong? Trying to bring Michio back? I mean... I can't approve of it. The right may seem like a dream come true, but if it involves taking the lives of other people, then... Yeah, true. I want to make sure this whole ritual ends without anyone getting hurt. That's what I believe, and what I'll put before anything else. I'm sorry, but is it okay if I hold on to it? Yako, I promise I won't use the curse, no matter what. But maybe there's some other way. I just have this feeling that I shouldn't give up on the possibility just yet. That said, I'll help you, even if it's stop the curses. For the Michio that still exists within me, I'll settle things so that we can move forward. Okay, but if you ever feel in danger, you can give me the curse stone at any point. Right. Thank you, Mio. I wonder if there's gonna be a major decision to give the stone away or not. Okay then, let's go. Old-fashioned candy shop. Weekends you can spot her watching in the store, cooking monjayaki, playing traditional tops and card games. Some cheap treats for kids, like general stores. Can eat monjayaki. I need to Google what this is later. Yeah, I hate that like these types of stores are like disappearing. Komagara High School, front gates. Oh, looks like we can't go to school. Maybe someone died. Huh? I thought it unusually noisy. There's a big group of people and police in front of the school. Did something happen? If the police are here, then something must have. I'll go ask. Thanks. It's a weird thing to say thanks for. But I'm sure the original translation wasn't actually thanks. This isn't good. Huh? What happened? Don't panic, okay? The first teacher who came to work this morning found something. Okay. Mr. Jonochi was found dead in the middle of the school grounds. What? They're closing the school for today. But that's not all. I didn't know this either since I didn't watch the morning news, but rumors are spreading that a number of bodies were found nearby. What? There's no way. Why? Could it be? Because of the curse? We don't know enough to say. From what I heard, Mr. Jonochi's body was in the middle of the grounds, but his body was covered in bruises, like he'd fallen from somewhere high. So he got hit by the same one that Michio did. Weird. The only people who have had contact with Michio is potentially Hitomi. Taking into account his unnatural death and the timing, it's very likely it has something to do with the curse. You're saying someone used their curse on him last night? Seems like it, doesn't it? But that's so scary. Yeesh. So the curses really do kill people. And someone used it. Shh, keep your voice down, okay? What would happen if another curse bearer heard you? Eep. Sorry. I'm thinking that Hitomi is the red herring, though. But would the janitor have, like, the same one that killed... Oh, wait. Actually, I don't know. Like, I feel like everyone got the curse cycle at the same time, right? But if we take into the story of the girl who, like, lured the boy as being Michio, uh... Actually, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll keep my theories to myself for now. Wish we had a little more information, but they've locked up the front gate. Maybe we could sneak into the back entrance. Hmm? That person over there. Isn't that Hitomi Okuda? You're right. That's unusual. Oh, but she was at school last night too. She must know something about Mr. Janochi. Let's see what she has to say. Oh, Mio, wait for me. Huh? So you're telling me the two of you are the ones at school last night? No sense hiding it then. Plus, I owe you one, Mio. I'll tell you everything I know. Thank you. She owes you? Oh, yeah. Right after I transferred here, there was a bit of trouble. She gave me one of those, what was it? Oh, exorcisms. Huh. So that's what it was. Hitomi, were you possessed by some kind of evil spirit? I don't understand it all too well myself. What I can say for sure is, thanks to Mio, the weird symptoms that were happening to me all went away. Yep, some people are born with a natural sensitivity to the paranormal. They tend to end up isolated as they struggle to relate to the people around them. But they also tend to draw spirits to them naturally. This can cause strange symptoms they don't understand, like headaches, muscle stiffness, and hallucinations, even memory problems. I'm sure it must have been very hard. So that's how it works, huh? Do people also have their personality take over when possessed too? It is possible with spirits who have a very close relationship to their target, like siblings or parent and child. But you almost never hear about people being taken over completely. It's when the two parties aren't in sync that those negative effects can start to appear. So the seances or whatever you see on TV are all bogus? Not quite. They're mediums and diviners who can align their minds with the spirits they call. Though there are people on TV who are just putting on a performance. Huh. There are people who in life had extremely powerful spirit sense or deep connection with the person. But even they shouldn't be able to completely take over the person they possess. And even if they could, it'd only be enough to pressure them to choose certain behaviors that wouldn't be unusual for them to do on their own to begin with. I'm starting to think that one of the people is actually possessed, and that's the reason they're telling us this part right now. But if that's the case, wouldn't you know if you were choosing that behavior of your own will or not? Hence why there are a lot of cases where people don't even realize they're being possessed. Though the spirit may influence the behavior and memories of the host, the deeper their connection in life, the easier it is for that to occur. I see. Getting possessed by a spirit is pretty complicated, huh? Must have been tough for you being possessed for so long, he told me. Huh. Whatever might happen to me doesn't make any difference. Me being able to see spirits and stuff has nothing to do with how things ended up like this. Yeah, it's not like being able to see them is your fault either. The same goes for me. Maybe it's just something we have to live with. I think you have a knack for it yourself, Yako. I bet you could see them too with a little training. I think I might pass. So that's why you do the job you do, huh, Mio? I thought she was a weirdo when she showed up all of a sudden saying she was gonna exorcise me. If you hadn't said anything, I probably would have knocked your lights out. You tried to perform an exorcism on her without telling her anything? You see, in my experience, most people don't understand no matter how much I explain. They only accept my explanation after they see the results. Huh. I guess that makes sense. Did you hear about Mr. Jonochi? Heard about it. I've known about it since last night. I saw that asshole bite it on the school grounds myself. What? You saw it happen? Tell us about it. What happened exactly? Don't really know myself. It's pitch black. What I can tell you, so the pitch black one is the one that beats you up then. Or like, it gives you bruises. It was almost dawn. Probably around 3. He started freaking out all of a sudden. Ran out onto the ground like something was chasing him. Then screamed. Ah! Somebody help me! Forgive me, Michio! Or something like that while he was running around. Michio? He mentioned Michio? Was there anyone else out on the grounds? It was too dark to see from where I was. But for just a second, I think I saw a girl in a school uniform with her hair in braids. Oh? I didn't go out to make sure, so it could have been nothing for all I know. Then I heard him begging for his life, like, I was wrong, and I'll do anything. And all of a sudden, his arms and legs snapped, even though he was just standing there. His arms and legs broke without anything being done to him? He fell over and quit moving, so I thought I'd better get out of there. Then he croaked. That's all I saw. I see. But from what you've told us, it almost sounds like Michio's ghost chased down Mr. Junichi and killed him. Hell if I know anything about that. I'm just telling you what I heard him say. Did you tell that story to the police? Nope. I ain't gonna. Can't count on them for shit. Not like they believe such an insane story anyways. Right. But there must be at least one person in the police worth trusting, right? Yeah, I guess. There was this one cop who always got on my case about stuff. Aw, it was the guy who died. But he died just the other day. Oh, he did? I'm sorry to hear that. Everyone who gets involved with me ends up dead. Maybe I really am cursed. Pisses me off. You've got it all wrong. The spirit that possessed you wasn't that kind of spirit. Huh? It wasn't? Yeah, this was just an unfortunate coincidence. Though I'm sure that was hard enough for you. That's all I know about that asshole's death. Hey Mio, I've been thinking something. Hmm? The way she described it reminded me of something. The way Mr. Jinochi died, it sounds a lot like how Michio died. Of course, I didn't see it myself, but the state Michio's body was in, it was like she had fallen from high up. Could they have been killed by the same curse? I don't think so. The curses of the Seven Mysteries hadn't manifested when she died. And if you can trust what the spirit board said, then Michio died in an accident. Oh, right. I don't know, man. Something sus about the timing of the curse. Hitomi, last night before you witnessed Mr. Jinochi collapse, can I ask what he and you were doing in the classroom? You gonna tell the cops? Oh, right. With everything that happened with Mr. Jinochi? They'll suspect you if we told them we saw you with him that night. Anytime something happens with someone like me, all those shitty adults start jumping to conclusions. I understand. I won't tell them. You wouldn't have been able to kill him anyway. If you say so, then I don't mind telling you about it. So last night, that piece of shit Jinochi called me over here, acting like he was gonna attack me or something. What? How terrible. Whatever. I'm glad he's dead. He had it coming. Calling people worthless and a cancer on society when he doesn't know shit about them. That asshole was the one always acting like scum, if you ask me. Is that so? Could you tell us in more detail why he called you out in the middle of the night? It's hard to explain. Where to start? What do you mean by Mr. Jinochi acting like scum? Was he doing something bad? You know Michio Shiraishi, right? The girl who killed herself? Huh? Michio? I don't know everything, but that creep of a teacher had some dirt on her. He was using it to blackmail her, call her up after school and make her do whatever he wanted. What? What do you mean when you say whatever he wanted? I'll leave that to your imagination. Or I'll leave it to your imagination. Nothing that a couple modest students like you would ever get involved in. No, no way. That's... How? What do you mean by dirt? I don't know anything about this. How could I not have known about this? Yako, I know how you feel, but try to calm down. You got guts acting like you were her friend. Jonoshi really did a number on both Michio's body and soul. She probably felt she couldn't tell anyone, like she had to suffer alone. No, how terrible. Hitomi, how do you know about this? I just happened to walk in on it. I know the spots around school people go to when they want to stay out of sight. He ran off in a panic when I yelled at him asking what he was doing. Walked in on it? Oh no. I couldn't just leave her alone, looking like she was about to cry, so I stuck around for a bit. She told me everything that happened in whispers. She probably figured I wasn't the type to spread that stuff around. But she never asked for my help. She told me that she was fine and to keep it a secret. Michio, why? She probably thought she just had to grit her teeth till it was through. She was naive. I tried to tell her that if you give guys like that an inch, they'll take a mile. I feel like Michio has always had her eyes closed. But, I don't know. She kept saying about how it was her punishment. She was soft. No. No, so Mr. Junouchi was a piece of shit. Of course, Junouchi didn't change. He kept on doing what he was doing. I don't understand either of them, but that's as much as I was involved. And then she killed herself. Nothing I can do about it now. He told me, if you knew about it, then why didn't you... You trying to say it's my fault? She told me not to say anything. She told me she was fine. So what the hell more responsibility do I have other than what I already did? Yako, there's no point blaming Hitomi. Michio, why? Did you hear what this dirt was? Nope. Never heard what it was. But from the sound of it, he'd been blackmailing her since about a year ago. For that long? The dick probably caught her doing something she shouldn't have been. She looked well behaved, but there's more to a person than meets the eye, you know? There must be some reason. Don't know. Got nothing to do with me. So, last night, how did it start? Ah, right. Remember that nosy cop I mentioned who was always on my case? He died at the former Yasuda Gardens a couple days ago. Yoshimi was his name. He was part of the juvenile division. He didn't look like a cop at all. Real rough guy, but good at looking out for folks. So he was the only one I could talk to. Huh, so there was someone like that with the police? Too bad he ended up dying. Oh, another thing. One time he suddenly introduced his fiancée to me. I feel like I said that so weird. It was hilarious seeing a big guy like that acting like like a shy little kid all of a sudden. She told me that she was like me when she was my age, and that she was on my side. It must have been a terrible loss for her too. Yeah, I do feel a little bad for her when I think about how sad she must be. And I saw him at the gardens the night he died. I feel like she keeps seeing people die. Oh no. Whenever I'd get worked up over something, Yoshimi always took me straight to that park. Then he'd listen to whatever it was I was pissed off about. That day, he called me over there like usual. But something seemed off about him. Like he was worried about something? Worried about something? Yeah. He asked me for a favor too. That was pretty unusual. A favor? What kind of favor? He handed me a weird talisman and asked me to hold on to it for him. A talisman? Yeah, just a normal good luck charm. I figured if that's it, then sure, I'll take it. I have it with me now. Oh, but that wasn't all. Then he told me that he wanted me to look for a talisman Michio Shiaishi had that looked like this one. Maybe these are old? I don't know. Part of the old ritual? Michio, what does she have to do with this? Yoshimi had been meeting up and talking with her. While they were together, he noticed that she had like a special talisman or something. But apparently, Michio always avoided the subject. A talisman that Michio had? He knew that I knew her, so that's why he asked me, he said. Could there have been something that Michio couldn't tell even the police about? I know things at home were a little complicated. From what I heard, Michio was keeping her mouth shut about about what Janochi was doing to her. Hard to talk with the cops when someone's got dirt on you. And I didn't squeal on anything about Michio either. Michio, what is it that had such a strong grip on you? So basically, Yoshimi didn't just have his eye on Michio, but her talisman too. But after she died, he didn't know where it ended up. So since I knew her from school, he wanted me to look into it for him. Is there something special about the two talismans? I wonder why he gave it to you. Hell if I know. When I looked inside it, there's just a weird kind of grimy scrap of wood. It is a curse thing, isn't it? No. So you've seen it. But from the way he was acting, it seemed important to him somehow. But to be honest, what he was asking is such a pain in the ass. I figured he had to be serious about it. Oh, and since he died right after that... Yeah, he even said to me, if anything happens to me, Take those two talismans. Give them to a guy named Nakagoshi at the police department. Knowing what I know now, he probably felt that something was going to happen to him. Hmm? Nakagoshi? Hmm? Do you know him, Mio? No, I've just heard the name, I think. So there really... So there really is a Nakagoshi. That's a relief, at least. Anyway, it didn't feel right just ignoring a dead guy's last request. He told me. Yeah? That talisman. Would you mind if I had a look at it? Sorry, but I don't trust you all that much yet. It's important to me. Oh, okay. Poor Mio. Nobody trusts Mio. So, last night you were looking for the talisman Michio had? Yeah. And I figured that piece of garbage teacher would know the most about Michio. I asked him yesterday afternoon if he knew anything about her talisman. He gave me some cryptic response like, I can't talk about it now. Come to school tonight. He even gave me the code to the lock on the back entrance. He seemed pretty willing to give it out, so I wouldn't be surprised if he used it for some secret meetings before. Yuck, I can only imagine. We climbed over to the front gate to get in. So yeah, we met up in the classroom in the middle of the night. But nothing he said made any sense. Like that it was really Michio and stuff like that. He went on and on about how it was my fault and that if only I hadn't been around or something. He grabbed a hold of me, breathing heavily. Eep. Were you okay? Yeah. That's right when you two showed up. I was at the gate away while Jonichi was freaking out. Oh my gosh. Good thing you got away. So it's really all thanks to you two that I got away. But I didn't get any info about the talisman, so the whole thing was sort of a bust. Afterward, I was wondering what you two were up to, so I hid nearby. Then I saw you and old man Ashimiya talking, and then Mio showed up. Oh, you did? That's also why I saw Jonichi come back outside and bite it. I see. So you're only here to look for Michio. So it's either the janitor that killed him, or it was another party that we don't know yet. I was dumb to fall for that creep Jonichi's trap so easy. It could have gone a lot worse, but I lucked out. What you described does sound like Michio killed Mr. Jonichi. She did have a reason to hate him after all. No way. You mean that really was her ghost? Like for real? Those who die bearing strong resentment or regret can occasionally become spirits, either bound to a place or roaming freely. However, it'd usually be impossible for them to kill the living. Most don't have that kind of power. But it's possible they could possess someone close to them and act on those lingering regrets. Huh. Wonder if that's what happened. Alright. Then supposing what the spirit board said is true, and Michio's death was an accident, then she must have had some regrets. If she really hadn't given up on living, that is. I don't think she was the kind of girl who would just give up no matter what the situation. I don't really know, but she didn't seem like she had something tormenting her so much that she'd kill herself. And that's all I know. Happy? I still gotta look for the talisman. Sure, thank you, Hitomi. Well, if you two find anything out about Michio's talisman, we'll be sure to let you know. Thanks. Oh, can we get your contact info? Where we can normally find you? Right. I'm not home most of the time. Usually I'm at a friend's place. Here's the phone number. Thanks. We'll call her if we need to talk with you. And, what is it? You're easier to talk to than I imagined. I was kind of scared at first, but not anymore. Shut up. You were the one avoiding me. Anyway, catch you later. And don't die out there, okay? Thanks. We'll be careful. Aw. Tommy's not as bad as I thought. Alright then. We got a lot of new information. Sounds like Mr. Jinochi was killed by a curse. Just as we thought. Which means there was a curse bearer at school. Multiple, in fact. Multiple? You think so? Well, I mean, yeah, you were one. Yes, the curse cycle we experienced in the school and the one that killed Mr. Jinochi seemed to be different. The people in the school at the time other than us were Mr. Jinochi, Hitomi, and old man Ashimiya who you ran into. I was thinking you'd be among them, but there was one more person. Hitomi saw a girl in uniform with braids. From what Hitomi was saying, it doesn't seem like she's the one. Whoops. Mr. Jinochi is pretty suspicious, though. If you were a curse bearer, it would certainly explain why he was killed. Right. That's why I say there are multiple. Oh, right. The person who killed Mr. Jinochi would have to be one too. Which means it must be either the mysterious girl or old man Ashimiya. Yeah, we should certainly be careful of them. That said, the mysterious girl and the fact that Mr. Jinochi thought it was Michio that was attacking him has me wondering. Of course, I doubt Michio herself was actually there, but... Oh, I just remembered. I also saw Mr. Araishi outside the main gate last night. He did? It's like it's likely he's involved with the curses given that he's the one doing research on the rite of resurrection. So we have to be careful of Old Man Ashimiya and Mr. Araishi. I want to believe that not all curse bearers will be hostile, but... As for what to do now, I'd like to find who is responsible for the Feast of Shadows that set this off, and how they did it. I don't think we'll be able to end this without stopping it at its source. Huh, that makes sense. In which case, next we should do... what exactly? We'll need to talk with Mr. Araishi. He definitely knows something. It should be safer during the day, so I think we should try to look for him. Got it. I'll help in any way I can. But the school's closed. I wonder where he could be. Let's try heading someplace someone may know where he is. Where to go then? Oh man, this is gonna be a long episode. Okay, uh, or maybe I could just save here and call it for tonight. Yeah, I might do that actually. So I'll save here. All right, so again, big lore dump in this part of the playthrough. The other parts are actually a lot more like involved than like what we've been doing recently. Um, Honestly, of the three parts that we're following right now, I think I might be the most invested actually in like this the schoolgirl one, just because I like low to the ground. I want to say like Stranger Things type of thing, but people who don't exactly have all the resources, and they kind of have to figure things out with the limited resources they can. That being said, though, I do like the detective's story. Um, though it is kind of going a bit into cliche. Like one thing I did feel with the criminal was I kind of wish that the Nejima guy. I mean, we don't know for sure if it is Nejima. He just could be some guy pretending to be Nejima. But like the way he's portrayed so far, it seems very comical and cliche. And maybe that's just the way I'm like voicing him. But I mean, I'm just doing it based on like an archetype. But still interesting. Uh, like I like hearing about old cases. I like true crime stuff a lot too, so that stuff is right up my alley. Um, yeah, hopefully we can get more information that'll like help us piece together the timeline a bit. I feel like I have the timeline in my head, but then every time I start saying things out loud, I feel like, wait, when did this happen again? So I'll probably take a look at the story chart and files like outside of recording time. I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.